Hey, y'all, and thank y'all for being here. Thank you so much. I just need people to help me understand what I'm about to show you because I have zero understanding for it, to be honest. But I think I got an idea how this happened, and I just can't wait to show y'all. This shit is crazy, y'all. And I came on real late because I know this is something that kids don't need to be seeing. Even though kids were present on the video, nah, they don't need to see this. This was bad, y'all. Help me understand. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that are awake or that will watch the video later. Replay game in effect. But let's talk about it. Let's look at it. Because I want to know what y'all think. So I'm going to stop this music and we're going to talk for a minute. So now listen. I woke up on this morning, or maybe yesterday morning. It's after midnight for some of y'all, way before for others on the West Coast. But listen, I woke up on a Tuesday and saw this video that was very, very, very disturbing. And I just kept thinking about it and wondering about it. Like, how did this happen? Where did this come from? Like, what made this lady think that this was cool to do? And I just need to talk to y'all about it. And I want to hear what y'all got to say about it too. So I'm finna play it now. Here we go. Disclaimer. Listen, I don't know what made this lady do this. I don't know how this happened. I hope it doesn't truly affect or bother any of you. But if you are affected by it, I definitely understand and I apologize. But we gonna play it. We gonna take a look.
Let me show y'all this real quick, and this is a poor example of a mother, because I hope this ain't her mother. Move out the way, y'all. Y'all in the way, because I'm trying to show the people something. Look at this shit. This is the shit I'm talking about right here. Let that baby hand go. This is not the type of child that need to be walking with you. Look at this shit. Don't even make no fucking sense. Just nasty. Just outside. Just atrocious. Just outside. Ridiculously sickening. CPS, where the hell is you at when we really need you? Let me show y'all this real quick, and this is a poor example of a mother, because I hope this ain't her mother. Move out the way, y'all. Y'all in the way, because I'm trying to show the people something. Look at this shit. This is the shit I'm talking about right here. Let that baby hand go. This is not the type of child that need to be walking with you. Look at this shit. Don't even make no fucking sense. Just nasty. Just outside. Just atrocious. Just outside. Ridiculously sickening. CPS, where the hell is you at when we really need you?
Yeah, that's the video. And it was quite disturbing to me because, as you can see, she was holding the hand of a little girl while having all of her assets exposed. And it was so many people out there wherever this video was shot at. So many people walking down this street, and she's holding this little girl's hand. Looks like she might be about 7 or 8 years old. To me, that was very disturbing. And I thought about this for most of the day. And I don't want YouTube. I've been getting copyright claim after copyright claim. I don't want them to be mad at me. But I felt like this is something that we really need to talk about, because that to me is just crazy. I don't know what kind of boldness this lady got or what made her think this was cool to do. I'm going to play it
Let me
again
show
just so
y'all
you.
this real quick, and this is a poor example of a mother, because I hope this ain't her mother. Move out the
This
way,
is
y'all. Y'all in the way,
crazy.
because I'm trying to show the people something. Look at this shit. This is shit I'm talking about right here. Let that baby hand go.
Look
This
at her
is not the
dress.
type of child that need to be walking with you. Look at this shit. Don't
Hold
even
up,
make no
baby.
fucking sense. Just nasty. Just outside. Just atrocious. Just
Just
outside.
nasty. And I kept thinking about it, and I was like, who made a dress like this? Did she do that herself? Like, what's going on? And then I was reminded of this situation. And why I don't have it on here, I don't know. But do y'all remember when Lizzo, there it is. Give me just a minute, y'all. I want y'all to think about this. Do y'all remember when Lizzo did this? She went to a basketball game, and clearly there are plenty of children there and everything, and the press is there. Everybody's there. So I'm thinking that this lady or the designer of this dress got the vision to do this because of what Lizzo did here, which is unimaginable, unthinkable for me. I would never do this. And we haven't even seen like smaller women do anything like that. I mean, that is completely crazy to me. And maybe it's not a situation that you should really involve CPS with. I don't know if maybe this lady needs like some counseling, or she just desperate for attention, or maybe Lizzo was when she did this, what we see on the screen here right now. But I read through all the comments wherever this was posted and everything, and nobody went back and talked about how Lizzo did this with her whole butt exposed. I don't want to keep going through this video, playing that video of the lady, but I definitely want y'all to look at this on the screen right now, what Lizzo did at a basketball game, an NBA basketball game where children and everybody are there, all kinds of press are there, everybody's there, celebrities. She didn't care. She thought that was cool to do. And this lady is just walking
Let me
down the
show
street.
y'all this real quick, and this is a poor example of a mother, because I hope this ain't her mother. Move
She
out the
thinking
way,
that this
y'all.
is
Y'all
cool
in the
to
way,
do.
because I'm trying to show the people something. Look at this
Anybody
shit.
that saw
This is the shit I'm
Lizzo
talking about
do
right here.
that,
Let that baby hand
I
go.
mean, it has to
This
remind
is
you of
not the
that.
type of child that need to be walking with you. Look at this shit. Don't even make no fucking sense. Just nasty.
Look
Just
at that.
outside. Just
Just
atrocious.
walking down,
Just
man,
outside.
that's crazy.
Ridiculously sick.
That's crazy. And I definitely wanted to bring it to people's attention. Like, something should definitely be done about that. Like that's nuts to me. And I made a comment on this video when I saw it in its originality. I said, rather than bringing about generational wealth, it seems like this mother or auntie or whatever she is to the child, what is she trying to bring about with holding this child's hand, this little girl? Generational thoughtness? Like, that's crazy. And I want you all to just think about this. What if someone would have attacked her? And, because it's only like, if you look at it, and let me take Lizzo off of this screen, but if you look at it, like, her outfit is only like shoestring size, like spaghetti size. It would not have been hard for her to be penetrated by anybody that was on that street. And it wouldn't have been hard for them to really attack her. And like, just imagine that little girl standing there watching her being assaulted by somebody if they chose to assault her. That would have been really bad and traumatic for that little girl to see. And she wasn't even thinking about this. Like, she was thinking it was okay for her to just walk down the streets in broad daylight with that outfit on. Again, I don't know if she did that to the outfit or she purchased it like that. Whoever the designer was, what did they have in mind? I mean, it just would have been so bad because, anybody, if you're my age, I'm about to be 38 next month, and you should have heard the stories about women being sexually assaulted on the streets of New York and people just walking by, nobody helping, nobody doing anything. I mean, that can really happen on any street in the United States of America. And if somebody would have chose to assault her, and maybe she wasn't thinking about, I'm sure she wasn't thinking about that, but I mean, that could really have gone bad. And I pray that, nothing bad happened to this lady, because it's just a short clip of this that was put out. But that is crazy. And I'm sorry, but I do think that this was Lizzo inspired. Now, I don't care if it was a thin woman or big woman. I don't think any woman should just be walking down the street in broad daylight or anywhere where children are or anything like that, exposed like that. Like, that's crazy. And I will give Lizzo credit. A lot of people talk about her being fat, and if it was a thin woman wearing what she's wearing, and this and that and the other, nobody would say anything about it. Those outfits, the one that Lizzo wore to the basketball game, and the outfit that the mother or the lady had on walking down the street, I think they are inappropriate. Anywhere where children will be, I don't care if you're thin, I don't care if you're big, I don't care about it. And in my research today, I found one blogger was saying, "Why is Lizzo fat?" Listen, we don't have those answers. But one thing that I will say is that Lizzo does work out. She posts all the time her working out and sweating real hard and everything she does. Post that. There's one right there of her working out. I think I have another. She's always there. I think this is one of her properties that she owns. And she's posted several videos of her workout routine. But what they're saying is that she's still fat. To me, this conversation has nothing to do with if you're fat or anything. It's just, it's inappropriate. It's wrong. Like, how dare you with children present? This lady is holding a whole child, a female child at that, her hand,
Let me show
walking down
y'all
the
this real
street.
quick, and this is a poor example of a mother, because I
And
hope
that's
this
just
ain't her
really
mother.
crazy
Move
to
out the
me.
way, y'all. Y'all in the way,
I
because I'm
mean,
trying
look
to
at
show
it.
the
It's just
people
like a
something. Look at this shit.
string.
This is the shit I'm talking
It's
about
just
right
a
here. Let that
string.
baby
She's
hand go.
completely
This is
exposed.
not the type of
And
child that need to
cool
be
with
walking
it.
with you. Look at this shit. Don't even make no fucking sense. Just
I was
nasty. Just
talking,
outside.
I was talking to one of my homegirls earlier about this, and she was just outraged and everything. And we talked about it, and she was like, that just looked like, why would you have a string like that? I was like, well, a lot of, women do it, not celebrities or anything. I've been on vacations in the past and everything to plenty of beaches, and I've seen all kinds of women, just a string, you know, running through their vaginal cavity. I'm trying to look for the politically correct way to talk about this, but I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's crazy. Like, what is this? I mean, I know we in a bad way right now, but like, what is this world really coming to? You got to protect your children. You got to protect your peace. And I mean, if you're just somebody that had business on that particular day, walking down that street, and just imagine you with your own children or nieces or nephews or cousins or whatever. Like, how can we protect our children from this craziness? I mean, I know it's a lot going on. It's 2022. It's very different from when we were growing up, but I don't know what we can do to help this besides prayer, but we need to do something about it. This can't become a normal thing in our societies. And to me, I really kind of feel like this lady got some kind of a mental problem to ever would have thought that that would be okay. And mental illness is real. We've talked about it. We've heard people talk about it on social media and everything. And I don't know what exactly we can do about it. I hope that somebody did talk to her about it. I hope she sees or whatever, but I'm really concerned about the children, especially the child whose hand she was holding. Because that may make that child think in the future that this is something that she needs to do or something that's okay. And I think the conversation needs to go um, real deep and real far. It's so many important issues to talk about these days, but I think that this should be on the list because that's not cool. It wasn't cool when Lizzo did it. Like I tried to show in this video, I give Lizzo all her props for exercising, trying to eat right, but she's still not really losing the weight. However, I want to show as well that she has actually, it's small, but she has lost some weight. Look at this picture of how big she was before and how she's looking now. And I know a lot of people might say that's a real slim change or whatever, it's not really a big change, but I'm just saying she is working out. And I know that she's trying to look better. But my point still is those outfits, I don't care if you thin, I don't care what you are. Those outfits are still not cool. It's just not cool, especially to be doing in places where children are. Maybe, if they were doing this at a club at 1 o'clock a.m., maybe, but just walking down the street in broad daylight, going to a NBA basketball game, I don't know if it was day or night, but children are there. I mean, use your brain, have some real discretion, and that's all I can say about it. But I wanted to tell you all as well about a new show that's coming out. It's called Hip Hop Homicides. The show has two executive producers and creators, which will be 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, as well as Mona Scott Young. They're teaming up. They're our people. Please support if you're interested. If you grew up loving hip hop like I love hip hop, please support. And I'm going to play the trailer to this. It's something for you guys to look forward to if you're interested. If you're not, I understand. I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. I didn't actually download the trailer, but this show is going to be hosted by Van Latham. If you guys remember, Van Latham, and he's going to come up in just a moment. There he is, Van, Mona Scott, and 50 Cent. Van Latham was on TMZ, but he started speaking out for our people. And then I don't know if we want to say fired, or maybe he resigned. Um, at the offer or for them to tell him to resign. And I kept looking, I kept waiting. I know that Van Lathan does his own podcast, but I kept waiting for him to get back on television. And this is where he's going to get back on television. This show, again, is called Hip Hop Homicides, and it's going to premiere on WeTV on November 3rd. And what they're doing is they're investigating. Let me get Lizzo off of here, y'all. They're going to be investigating all of the murders of the rappers and all of the things that have gone on in hip hop where people have passed away and the conspiracies behind that. So if you're somebody that likes stories about true crime, and if you want to know about things that go on with our people and you want to see our people investigating those stories, please check out on November 3rd, Hip Hop Homicides on WeTV. I hope that they'll be able to get down to the bottom of something, because I don't know if you guys realize, but the murders of even Tupac and Biggie are still cold cases. Nobody has come up with anything. Nobody has been reprimanded for their deaths. And also, a lot of the new rappers and people that have come up dead, it's like now in 2022, we're seeing these people pass away constantly, and they're our people, they're melanated people, and it's like nobody really cares. It's just they'll go back and they'll focus on their past, but not what happened to these people. So this is a show that's going to be hosted by Van Latham, and it's also produced by and created by Mona Scott Young of Love and Hip Hop and Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent. So I look forward to seeing that and just how it goes, if it sparks the police to really look further into these matters and to apprehend the people that have caused the deaths of people in our culture. Also, and I'm so sorry that I didn't download the trailer, but the trailer is out there. I thought I did. I'm sorry, y'all. Also, I wanted to talk about these two ladies right here. JT and Cardi B. JT is also the second member of the rap duo called the City Girls. I definitely enjoy their music. Best music to twerk to. I'm just saying. And JT has something to say about the new single by Cardi B and Memphis own my hometown, Glorilla. JT said something on Twitter and I believe Instagram to the tune of she's done plenty of features for people and she's never gotten recognized for it, basically, is what she was saying. And everybody's talking about how Cardi B's verse went hard and they're loving the song, and the song is like on the charts and it's posting like number one on some charts and top 10 in others. And she was definitely feeling some kind of way about it. Now, the way that I feel she was feeling about it is just pure jealousy. I mean, just commend these women on what they're doing. It's Glorilla's song. Cardi B did a feature on it. And JT was like, well, I've done features on plenty of songs and nobody has ever talked about how great mine was, and talking about giving Grammy nominations for a feature. Now, here's my issue with that as well. Megan Thee Stallion won Grammys for her features on Cardi B's song and Nicki Minaj's song, and nobody said nothing. Namely, JT didn't say anything. So why were you so upset about it when it was Cardi B? And you took to social media to talk about it. Like, y'all, we got to get better. We got to do better. Those of us that are strong black women out here, encourage the other women and just do better. Like, you can't have selective outrage. I know a lot of people do. But just go on ahead and say you just don't like the girl and just stay away from people that you don't like. And don't comment on people that you don't like. And don't look at what people that you don't like are doing. Like, how hard is that? Just don't do it. Don't take to social media and start something, because then it's going to be something. But now I will let you all know that Jason Lee, whom is a very good fan, I mean, a very good friend and fan of Cardi B, they're really, really close if you know anything about it. And he's also close to the City Girls. He said that he did get them on the phone with one another and they've squashed this little beef that came about. I know that a lot of bloggers are looking for clicks and views and they're continuing to talk about it, but I am very much assured and hopeful that Jason was capable of getting these black women into a point where they're not talking about it on social media anymore and they're better than they were before. So, black women, let's encourage each other. Let's do better. Let's love on each other. Let's help each other when we need help. Remember your sister over here, just trying to bring you some news and my opinions on it. But guess what? Your opinion is more valuable to me than my own. And I would love to hear what you guys have to say about it on the comments. And also, you can feel free to hit the live at any time or ask me to post the link. And we would love to hear what you got to say in the future for future reference. So I'm just going to keep on doing my thing and pushing this out. I hope that you all will hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and come on and feel free to say whatever it is you want to say about whatever it is you want to think or about any situation. Now, in my next live, I want to talk about the aftermath of Hurricane Ian. I hope that you guys will look out for that and how it's affected so many families, and also how Plies did post on Instagram and Twitter that if President Biden can give all of these billions of dollars to the Ukraine, then he know that there is no way that the people that have been victims and suffered from Hurricane Ian are not getting any response from him for any help. I don't know how these women, these single mothers, even the married women, how they are getting any help. I mean, we've seen the pictures of sharks in the street because it's so flooded. The streets were so flooded in Florida with water. They had sharks swimming in the street. We've seen the alligator in a person's home. I have a heartbreaking video of a woman that, I mean, her house was just destroyed. And these people are not getting any help or any assistance. And I thank God that in the video, there was just a good Samaritan that was capable of giving her a little bit of money. He gave her $2,500 just to help her. And she was just crying and in tears. And we need to talk about that. And we need to write our Congress people. And we really need to be concerned with getting not only Florida, but South Carolina some help. That's a big situation. And I hope you guys will have a big voice about it. And we can come together and figure out some small things that we can do to help these people. Until next time, thank you guys for being here. And I hope that you guys will sound off in the comments and feel free to just ask me to drop the link and you can come up here and say whatever you have to say. Start your own YouTube channels and talk about these issues that are going on in our communities that really need a voice. And we can figure out how to really make a difference. So think about it and join me later. Thank you all. Good night or good morning.